Hello everyone, hope you are fine and welcome to today's video. So today we are going to explore Filestack. So as a developer, we often need to add file uploading features into our application. So this is where Filestack comes to play. Using Filestack, you can add those features very easily. So Filestack makes it easier to get the user's content from your application. So the user can upload the file from their device, or they can link the file directly, and also they can search for any kind of image in the web. And beside that, they also have a large amount of third-party sources you can see from where the user can get their content and upload it. So this is very interesting. And also they have some SDKs to get started with. So if you want JavaScript, you can check it out, but in this tutorial we will use React. So they have this React SDK that we are going to use. So basically we will do this one. We will add this feature in our little application, and we will create this little application you can see where we will apply our Filestack, and from here you can actually directly upload any kind of image. So let's search for cars. So if I search for car, so now here you can see I have some cars images, and let's select one, and after that let's upload that. And before you upload, you can actually edit that. You can crop it if you want, and also you also can do circle and rotate the image if you want to. So let's say that I want to just have a crop here. So I want this part of the image. So after that you can save that. Now we have the image with the edited version, and we can upload that version into the Filestack. And whenever the upload is complete, we will have this nice toast message, and we have our image here you can see. So this is nice little application where we will upload the images, and we will get the response, and we will store it in our local storage, and from the local storage we will get the CDN, and using that CDN we will show the images in our application. So that's what we will do. We will do it with React and the React SDK, Filestack SDK, and I hope you guys will like that. So without further ado, let's get started. So we will be using Vite here. So for that, right now I'm in the Vite.js official website. So right now I'm in the Vite.js official website, and in the docs you can see how you can get started with Vite, and the command is this one. So let's copy it and come here. So here in our terminal, just paste that, and here let's actually say what will be the name. So I want my project in the current directory, so I will not provide any kind of name, and I will just put this dot. And after that we need to choose the framework, and I will choose React, and I will use only JavaScript, and that's all. So now you can see we have all the necessary files, and after that we can install all the packages. So npm install. So once we are done, we should have all of the necessary stuff to get started. So now come here and run npm run dev. If you do that, you will see the dev server is now up and running, and you can copy the URL, copy link, and open it in your browser. So now if I open that, you can see this is the application. So here you can see we have all the files here, so we do not need all of them, so just delete all the unnecessary. So first of all, let's delete the assets, and after that app.css, we do not need that. Index.css also we do not need that, and app.jsx we do not need that. So what we only need is the main.jsx in the source folder. Just open that, and now we do not have the index.css and app.js. So let's delete these two lines, and we need to create our app. So new app. So let's actually create a new file with the name of app.jsx, and here let's actually create a just normal component. Great. And we need to use that here. So we are already using that. We can just import it. So if I import that, it will re-import the app you can see. So this is the new app component that we have here. So if I now open up my browser, I should see the text only here. Great. So after that, let's actually add CSS here. So let's get a new file with the name of styles.css. So for our CSS, I will just paste the CSS that we want. So we will not write any kind of CSS, and in this tutorial also there will be no style in the front end. So I just need some basic style here. So this will reset all the CSS, and also we have a container where we are using grid, and also we have grid template column, and the width is 200 pixel and the gap is 10 pixels. So this is just a regular grid container, and inside that we will have all the images where I just said that height and width will be 100% and the object width will be covered. So that's all what we need. So let's actually close that, and so if I do that, nothing will change. We are not using this CSS file. So in our main.jsx, let's actually import the CSS file that we just created. So import and style.css, and if I do it, I can see there is no extra space anymore. So that is great. So after that, we need to create our application, and for that, first of all, we need a Filestack account, and for that you can just go to the filestack.com or the link in the description. You can just go here, and here you will find everything. You will find the documentation, and if you want to follow the documentation, you can just go there. So right now we just need to create an account, and for that you can sign up for free, and if you already have account, you can just log in. So I already created the account, and here is the dashboard. After the login, you will see this dashboard where you will see all the uploads that you have in your account and all the other stuff you can see. And most importantly, you will see your API key in the top right corner here, and you can copy your API key. So just copy that, we will need it. So copy the API key, and after that come here in our application, we need to use that API key. So in the root of your application, you need to create a new file with a name of .env. So inside the .env file, we need to provide all of our environment variable. So let's say that the name of the variable will be with API key, and here it is. So this will be the API key for our application, and we will use it, and I will show you how to import it in our application. So save it, and also let's come here in the git ignore file, and let's also add the .env file here to ignore the .env file for our git. So we do not want to push this into the GitHub. So that's all. So now here in our app.jsx, all we need is we need a button first of all. So let's actually come here and create a button. So button, and I will say for our text, open file picker. And inside that, whenever we will click this button, we want to do something. So we want to open our file picker so that we can upload our file into the Filestack. And for that, we need a state first of all. So constant, and the state will be show picker and set show picker. Set show picker, and we will use react state, user state here you can see, and import that user state from the react. So by default, the value will be false, and whenever we will click this, we want to toggle this state. So how we will do that? And for that, all we need to do is we need to say on click here inside the function, we wanna say set show picker, and we want the opposite value of the current value. So show picker. So whatever the show picker is, we want the opposite value of it, and we will set it inside the show picker. So it will toggle it. If it is on, it will make it false, and if it is false already, it will make it true or on in this case. And after that, we need to show our file picker. So for that, we need to install our React package for our Filestack. And if you come here, for the React SDK, you can see there are two ways you can actually do that. You can actually drag and drop, and you can use the file picker. So this is the one that we will be using. So open file picker. If you click that, it will open this picker. So this is really advanced picker where you can actually drag and drop your files or photos, and you can provide any kind of link, and you can search it. You can search from the web. So if I say kitten, and it will search the kitten pictures you can see. And also if you wanna use Facebook, Instagram, and Dropbox some other third-party website, you can use that, and it will connect you to the Facebook or Instagram, and from there you can also put your images or files. So this is really advanced picker, and this is what we are going to add in our application. So for that, here we want the SDK. So let's come here, and if I click this, it will open up this Filestack React GitHub, and here you will find all the necessary steps that you need. And here is the package. So you need to install Filestack React. So this is the package you need to install. And let's actually copy that and come here, and let's actually install it. And for that, I will say npm install, and the package name is the React Filestack React. So this is the package name, Filestack React. And also you need to provide this flag, which is the legacy pair depth, because Filestack React, this one is using probably the older version of the React, but it is compatible, pretty much compatible with the newer version, but it is still using the oldest, and that's why you need this flag. But we are using, here you can see we are using React 18, which is the latest one. Still it will work, and it will work fine, so you don't need to worry about that. So let's also install another package, which is the React hot toast, to show our toast message. So let's say that React hot toast. So these are the two packages that we are going to install, and this is a flag for our legacy pair depths. So if I come here, I think if I come here in the Filestack React, and if you come here in the React package.json, and here you will see the pair depths, they are using React 16, which is the old React version, and that's why we need to pass that flag. But it is still compatible with the new React, so there is nothing to worry. So once we are done with that, you can see now we can use our packages, and for that, come here in our app.jsx, and here we need to create a new component, and let's get a new folder for that, components. And inside that, we need to create a new component with the name of filepicker.jsx, filepicker.jsx. And inside that, we need to create a component, and here, so inside the functional component, we will use our Filestack React package that we installed, and from that we need to grab the picker overlay. So picker overlay, and that's it. And if you want to know how we are going to use that, you can actually see the documentation. You can see, so we need to actually get that picker overlay from the Filestack React, and after that we need to provide our API key, and after that we have some functions or methods. So on success, on upload done, and also beside that you can provide any kind of picker options, and if you want to know what are those picker options, you can click this, and here are all the available options that you can use. Like whenever the picker is closed, what you want to do, on close there will be a function you can provide, and it will be called whenever we will close the function, whenever we will close the picker. And we have all the other functions you can see. So this is really interesting. You can use it for your any kind of use case. So so now let's actually come back here and use that. So first thing that I need is my it's my API key, and for the API key we need to install that, we need to import our API key. We need to grab that, and let's say that constant API key equals to, and we need to import that, and import dot meta and dot env, and after that we need to say so this is the name of our API key. So now it will grab our API key, and we will have it in this variable, and let's actually use that. Let's say that API key, and here we need to provide our API key. So that's all. And after that, whenever we are done our file uploading, what we want to do, so whenever we are done our file uploading, we want to close the panel or picker. So for that we need to provide some props here. So from our parent component we will provide some props, and the first one will be the set show picker, set show picker, and this is the one we will be passing. So we will use that in our this function on upload done. So whenever the upload is done, we have this function. Inside that function we can do anything. So here I will just say set show picker false, so which means it will close the picker. And let's actually use that. So to use that in our app.jsx, all I need to do is after the button, so we will say whenever the show picker is true, we will use our file picker. So that's all. So now whenever the show picker will be true, we will show our file picker, and inside the file picker we have a prop which is the set show picker, will be the set show picker. So that's all. So we will use it in our component, and whenever the upload is done, we will change our state. So great. So let's actually try it, and for that let's actually come here. So here it is, our application. So let's refresh, and if I click that, okay, it's opening. You can see the picker is here. We have the exact picker. We can grab our file from the desktop, or we can provide a link of a file, and also we can provide we can do search. And if I search for dog, we should see some dog images here. So if I add this image, so we are having our image, and if I want to upload that, I can do that. So whenever you will do upload, you will see that upload in your account. So in your account you have this content browser. You can click that. So in the content browser, if you scroll down, you will see all the images that you uploaded, and this is the latest one that I uploaded. And if I wanna click that, if I wanna open that, so let's open it in a new tab. So this is the image that I uploaded from our application. So it is successfully uploaded. And also if you noticed previously, whenever the upload is done, it is automatically closed. The picker is automatically closed. So this is also working great. And now what I really want to do is, whenever I will do a successful upload, I want to store it in my local storage. So how we will do that? So whenever the upload is done, what I will do is, it will also provide you the response. So now what we can do is, we can store this response in our local host. And for that, let's come here in our app.jsx, and here we need to actually create a new state constant, and the state will be our files. So we can say my files and set my files. And so by default it will be an empty array, you can see, but whenever we will run our function, we want to initialize it. So we will use effect here. So inside the use effect, first of all, I will say I want to initialize my local storage. So for that, I want to see if we have any kind of images already in the local storage. And for that, we need to get the local storage files. So constant local files equals to and json dot parse, and inside that we can just say local storage dot get item, and the name will be the my files. So my files, like that. So once we have that, after that we will check. So if we do not have any kind of files in our local storage, and also local files dot length, if it is less than 1, in that case there is no files. I need to create, or I need to initialize our local storage. So local storage, or I can just say local storage dot set item. So we need to initialize it with the, first of all, we need to provide the name my files, and also the value will be the empty string, and we can provide our string here, like that. So this will be our my files array for our initial case. But if we already have our images in the local storage, in that case I will actually change my state. So this is state, I will say set my files, and inside that I will provide my local files. So that's all. So it will initialize our local storage, and using our local storage it will also update these my files state. Great. And I want to run this only once, and that's why I will do this empty dependency array. And whenever we will call our file picker component, we also want to pass the my files array here. So my files, not my files, we only need the set my files here. So set my files will be the set my files. So we are now passing this set my files, and if I come here, and we can actually grab that set my files like that, and now we can use that. So whenever the upload is done, we can change our set my files. So here let's say that let my files equals to, so we need to get our files from the local storage. First of all, here json dot parse local storage dot get item, and we need to provide the name here, which will be the my files. So now we have all the files from our local storage, and we have those inside this variable. And now I want to update this let variable with the new response. For that, I will say my files will be, so this is an array, I already know that, and inside that we need to add our new response. So res dot uploaded, I think files uploaded, this is the, so all the files that is uploaded, we will spread that here. And after that, we want the previous files, so previous my files that we got from our local storage. So now in this my files, we have the new files and also the old files, and I want that to set back to our local storage. So local storage dot set item, and I will say the name of that will be the my files, and the value will be the my files. And before we put it here, we need to stringify that. So json dot stringify, and after that we need to provide the my files here. So now it will set back the my files in our local storage, where this my files will contain the newly uploaded files. Great. And also we need to change our state. So to change the state, all I need to do is I need to say set my files will be the we can just say the my files variable that we already have here, so this one. So great. And finally, if everything is going well, after that we can provide a toast message. So I can say toast dot success, and after that here inside that we can just provide a message. So file uploaded successfully. And to show that toast message, we need to go back to our main.jsx, and here we need to add a component, and that is the toaster. So this component will be from our react hot toast. So that's all. So now everything should be fine, and now we have our my files. And if I want to show the my files here, I just can show that here, my files dot map. For each of them, I want to actually show them in a separate li. So item, and here inside that I can just provide a li here, and inside that we can actually stringify the item. So json dot stringify, and the item will be the value here and null, and 2 will be the indentation here. So great. And if I come here, there will be nothing right now because there is no value, I mean, in our local storage. And if I come here, I should see there is no value. So in our local storage, the value is empty, right? So let's actually come here and upload something, and I'll do the same thing. I will just let me actually zoom out. I have zoomed in. So let's actually search for our web, and let's search for kitten this time. So if I search for kitten, we have lovely kittens here. So let's actually upload one. So whenever it will be successfully done, there will be a couple of things. We should see our value in our local storage, and also there should be a success message in the top. So if I do that, in the top we have success message, and also we have our local storage value, and we can see that local storage value here, you can see. So this is the first item. Great, we have it. And if you can if you want to actually see that what we have here in our object, we have the file name, we have the handler. So this handler is actually very important, because this is the unique identifier for the image, and using that you can actually later you can delete the file or do anything with that file. And also the meme tab for our file is the image jpg, and also this is the original path, and this is the cdn path. So you can actually use that cdn path to show the image. So this is what we will do next. And also why we have this empty string here, let me actually see. Whenever we are changing our this, okay, so the problem is we are actually adding our my files, but we need to spread our my files. So that is the problem. So spread all the my files. So now there should be no, so let's actually delete that, and let's actually try one more time, and let's actually upload that. So now there is no extra array, that is good, and that's all. So now we have our url, which is the cdn of our image, and using that we can show the image. So let's actually do that instead of doing this code. So for that, in our app we just need to delete that. So let's get a div, and here we'll have id, where I'll say image container, and inside that we have our we need to actually look through our my files. So my files dot map and item here, and inside that so first of all we need to make sure that we have our my files, because this could be empty, right? So my files dot length, if it is bigger than 0, and if it is bigger than 0, then we will go forward and we will map through. So now here we need to return something for each of our item, and I will return a div, and also we need to make sure that we are having a key here. So key, and for the key we can use our uniquely identifier. So the name of that is the handler. So here I just can say item dot handler, something like that. And after that, inside this div we will have our image. For our source, so if you remember, the source is this one. Let me actually zoom in. So here you can see now, so the source is this one, which is the url. So we need to use that item.url. And for the alternative text, do we have any kind of field for that? We can use the file name. Yep, I think we can use the file name. So for our alt text, item.filename, like that. Nope, the n should be smaller. So great. So if I come here now in our website, we should see our image. Here you can see. Great. So let's actually try one more image. So let's actually web search, and let's say that dogs, or this time let's actually do cars. If I wanna upload cars, I can see some of the old cars here. So let's upload this one, and if I do upload, I can see the image immediately here. And if you want to verify that, you can come here in the account, and if you refresh, you should see the latest image that you uploaded. Yep, this is the one. And if you want to see that, you can open up that. Great. So this is good. And also as I said, we have our other options here, you can see. So we have our, right now we are using this on upload done, but we also have on error. So whenever if something goes wrong, we want to show some toast message. So let's actually do that. So on error, so inside that function, I will have my toast dot error. So whenever there will be any kind of error, we want to show the message, and the message will be error uploading file. Error uploading file. Great. And also we can provide some other option, and we will provide the picker options. And if I go to the picker, you have all of them, and one that I really want is I want to change what will be the acceptable file format, and that is what you will do with the accept. So here you can see the accept. So it will here you can see, so accept, and you can provide the meme type of the acceptable files, and let's really do that. And now here, if I say picker functions, sorry, picker options, and inside that, inside the object, you can provide any kind of picker options, and I want the accept. So accept, and here the value will be, so this will be the image, and I want all kind of image here. So that's all. And actually this will be object, and so that for that we need to actually wrap it in another curly brackets. So that's all. So now we have our accept property, and where we are specifying what kind of files we want. Now if I come here, so now let's say to select a file. So if I click that, it will open up and it will try to select the file. So now here you can see we have all files and also image files, and it is only showing the image files because that's what we want, and that's what we said in our code. We want to accept only image files, so that's why we can see only the image files from our picker. So now if I actually add this, so this is a test, and if I select that, you can see, and if I upload, so now we are uploading from our computer. So this is interesting. So now we have our image from the computer. Great. So this is very interesting, you can see, and you can do a lot of things. And here you can see we have other options like close, on close, or on cancel, and you can also add some size for the files. Let's say that if you want to limit the file size for your upload, you can do that also here. So anything you want to do for the uploading stuff, you can do that. And also here in our picker options, we can say whenever we are closing it, so on close, it will close the overlay, that is fine, but also whenever we are closing it, we need to update our state. So that's what we will do here. So on close, we will say set show picker, and we make it false, like that. And now whenever we will close our picker, so you can close it in many ways. You can successfully upload that, and after that it will close it, and we also already handle that. But also we can close that with clicking this. If I click that, it will also update our state, and also you can close that hitting escape. Yep. So whenever we'll close that, it will close the overlay, but also we will change our state. So that's it for this video. I think you guys learned something. So that's it for our Filestack. So Filestack is a service. Using that, you can add file upload or file transform features to your application very easily, as you saw. And they have some other SDK that you can actually check out. So they have all the necessary SDKs, you can see, that you can actually check out for your use case, and also they have a good documentation. So go ahead and check out. And that's all for this video. I hope you guys like that and learn something, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Till then, take care, bye bye, and Khuda Hafiz.